Hey everyone, thank you all for joining us. We have Sam Meza here. We'll start with Sam first. If you have a question, please raise your hand. I'm going to go ahead and record right now.
Recording in progress.
But we're good to start with questions. So if you have a question, just please raise your hand. Susie, go ahead.
Hi, Sam. I'm sure you're excited to be back playing a NWSL game, and I'm just wondering, with this break in NWSL play, what has been sort of some of the team's focus and training that you're hoping to bring into the match tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely. I think anytime you get a break, right? It's nice to have that break and then come back into the environment and, like you said, kind of just get ready and do the things that we need to do to look forward to the match. I think for us, obviously defensively, it's that's always going to be our focus is being defensively dominant, and then on the other side in the attack, just being clinical and being dynamic in the way that we attack, and to hopefully get some more goals in for us.
And just asking specifically about the opponent tomorrow, obviously the team is very, I know, focused on yourself, but Angel City has brought in some new players, has a new coach that is working to integrate with the club. And I'm just wondering what you've talked about as threats that they present.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, for the most part, we're honestly focusing on ourselves and, focusing on what we can do to, kind of be prepared for that game. But, ultimately, you do have, people like Alyssa Thompson and, they have new signings who, are both very talented. But, for us, it's about, again, us. That's the biggest thing that I can say is just focusing on us and doing everything that we can to kind of minimize their threats. So yeah.
Thanks, Susie, and then we'll take Steve.
Hi, Sam. I want to ask, even before the break from league play, you had a long road trip through June. What's it feel like to finally be back playing a real game in Lumen Field after all this time?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think first off, I think we did really well within that, that stint of just traveling. That's so tough to do that game after game. So really proud of the group for doing well in that stint. But yeah, ultimately, it's amazing to be back at Lumen. We love being at Lumen. We love being at home. There's nothing like playing at home. So yeah, we're honestly just super stoked and excited to kind of be back home, and hopefully, we can get a win for our fans.
And then on a personal level, you had to call up to the senior U.S. national team during the break as well. I wonder if you could talk a little bit about kind of how that felt to rep the crest and to get on the field for those games.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I grew up going through the USU system, so it's something that I've, dreamt about doing. So to be able to get the opportunity to do that was honestly so amazing, and I'm so thankful and grateful to be given the opportunity. Just to be in that environment is honestly, it's unexplainable. To be in front of Emma and like watching her live, and I mean, I've known a couple other girls for a while, some not personally, but everybody was great. Everybody was so helpful. The staff were so willing to, give you whatever it is that you needed to make you feel comfortable. And ultimately, I was there to soak in everything that I possibly could. And it was just such a great experience.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. Any other questions for Sam? We'll go back to Susie.
I was just going to ask, we just got some news that has extended her contract with the Reign, and obviously you two have formed a really good partnership in the midfield, and what it's been like to have the opportunity to play with her, learn from her, and have her continue with the club.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love Haz. I think she's brilliant. I think, she has a lot of experience, and I think she brings, a lot of maturity. I think she's a great teammate. I think, when I play with her, it's so easy. We just flow so well together. She's very good at communicating, so obviously it makes my job easier. And yeah, I'm just really excited for her. I'm excited to have her here longer, and yeah, I absolutely just love Haz.
Thanks, Susie. And then we'll go over to Jackson.
Quickly wondering how Mia's fit into the group in the short time you guys have had her. How is she integrated, just both on and more so off the field?
Yeah, I've actually known Mia since, I don't know, like U15. So I've known her for a really long time. So when I, knew that she was coming here, I was obviously super excited to have her here. Um, she's done really, really well. I think, coming back from injury, it's definitely a process, and I think, she's doing really well within that process. She's been super positive and really just a light since being here. I think, I'm super excited for her. I think she is super talented, and I think she can really help us in the attack. So yeah, we're just, excited to have her here and kind of excited to cheer her on in her journey here.
Thanks, Jackson. And then Susie.
I realize it's been so long, Sam, since we've seen you, that you have also signed an extension with the club, and wondering if you could just talk about that and your excitement to be able to continue to grow with this team.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I love Seattle. I'm from Texas, so it's just completely different. So, being here has really just helped me grow my love for Seattle itself, but also obviously my teammates. And honestly, that was probably the biggest thing is like, I love my teammates. My teammates are great. It's a great group. It's so fun for me to come in every day and to work and be surrounded by these girls. So, it was honestly a no-brainer for me. And obviously, having Laura and the rest of the staff, I absolutely have so much respect for them and, the way they try and do things every day. So yeah, I think, that is kind of what made my decision pretty easy to extend. And I'm just super excited and looking forward for, the next few years.
Thanks, Susie. All good, everyone? All right, thank you. Thanks.